Um, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a WFSO Bucks Talk special. Um, for those watching pre-recorded, I was telling people that was live on, of course, on YouTube, Facebook Live on WFSO Radio Network, and on my personal TikTok page. That well, I know there's been rumor for like a few weeks now, but it's just like one of those things. I'll believe it till I see it, but it's official. And the dog just had to bark. But anyways,
You got bunnies on your head.
Ivy.
Enough. All he did is walk to me. Look at you, bunny head.
Hey.
But
All Jace did was walk to us.
But anyways, I'm actually doing good. Although it was a disappointing Buck season, but at the same time, I guess finally things did get exposed that needed to get exposed. So I guess I'm happy on that front when it comes to the Bucks.
You look great.
So yeah, I was happy on that one. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about the last 3 games of the season, including like tonight's finale. I was at the final home game of the season for Friday's game, and hey, it was fun. It was really fun, and I don't know. I just really like enjoy myself. Although I know it was like a a long and struggling season. They had a hot start in the beginning of the season. Then injuries happened, and everything else. Let's just say everything else. Just got exposed. Like how Doc was coaching and how people. Are you currently watching AEW Dynasty? My little grandson will appear on here later, so probably will make his appearance like he always do. So yeah. Mark Bob MAI, welcome to the live, and how you doing? So I'm doing fine. So nothing to complain about.
Are you looking for the light switch?
I'm sorry guys,
Right
I didn't make
the
you all to see the other phone, so I can.
All right.
That's for the people that's on Twitch. So
good night, okay?
Yeah.
It's nearly time
Okay, since
right.
we're on live right now, if you have any updates on AEW Dynasty, you can post them up. Because I'm currently not watching, and okay, hold on.
You gotta give Fluffy a hug.
You just gonna throw the ears?
Give Fluffy a hug because it's time for night.
Come here. I love you, buddy. Your dad would probably set it up and watch Blimpy, so.
You want me to help you?
Oh, the little
turtle. Oh, you want me to have
that's
turtle? Okay. You want me to come with you to Daddy?
Here you go. Oh, if you want to put that back too. There you go. See, y'all saw a little bit of appearance of my grandson. Oh yeah. Of course it is. Like, I know TNA had their Rebellion pay-per-view last night. I didn't get a chance to see it. I just had like a rough 2 days before I finally got here at my current location, and oh wow, Mammoth YAF7F all the way from Egypt. Nice. I had somebody, on here that, they currently watching AEW Dynasty, so if they post, like, results of what's going on, I just said they can just go ahead, just post it up, allow it, because, I'm not watching it, and, oh, from India, that's cool. Oh, Summer Love MA, B, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say 6, I mean B. Yeah, Probably well. Tomorrow we probably gonna do aftermath. We would have done it. Tonight it would have been like 10 o'clock. We would have done it, but we decided. We're just gonna do it do it tomorrow after Raw. So yeah. Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Cause what we do, we try to like get people subscribed. We try and get to 1,000 subscribers. When we get to that
Ivy.
point, we are gonna start doing giveaways. Either it'll be like a live or a pre-recorded episode, wherever the case may be. You never know. But
Sit down.
there was
I'll be
some.
back.
Okay, there was something I was looking for. Before I know I was talking about the Doc Rivers thing. Like I said, after Giannis got hurt, then Kevin Porter Jr. got hurt, and a lot of things did get exposed. So yeah, it was just like there we go, Bogoljub Markovic. So okay, so nothing different. I think they probably just played their last game of the season too for Siberia. So for Bogoljub Jub Markovic. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get his name right eventually. Okay, so we going see, we probably gonna look at the numbers of the season for him. And like I said, we'll talk about more about Doc Rivers. Decided he's gonna like just done with the team. Although he has like one more season next season on his contract, but I don't know. Maybe it was something behind the scenes that the Bucks was probably was like either you retire or we're just gonna fire you. So if anybody want to blame for the hiring of Doc Rivers, I know they want to say you can't blame the GM because I think that he said like Doc was not his first choice. So I'll give the GM that, but the crazy thing is that it was upper management, the owners that decide, what, okay, let's hire Doc Rivers. That's just crazy. Let's see. Let's go in. So we're gonna, I think, yeah, the Sixers. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Pistons game where Jericho Sims ended up getting a triple double. So it was his first triple double of the season. So that was interesting. Let's see.
You can have these because I don't.
Ooh. Thank you.
You know I'm not a.
Big Reese's fan. Yeah, you're right. What, you want to make an appearance too?
She thinks she's going to get something.
She ain't. Probably what I'm going to do eventually is like I'm going to get y'all a treat before we go to bed. So, anyways, yeah, it was Saturday that I did watch this game. Well, some of it, because I did end up falling asleep eventually. But yeah, and you see in this game it was Ryan Rollins' last game of the season because he didn't play after that. Just crazy. But so yeah, Detroit did mollywop the Bucks. That's easier to say. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to summary, look at the quarter stats. So I'm trying to hurry this up and talk about everything else. So I'm at least going to try to stay on for like an hour. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay. Summary. And of course, that's you got Milwaukee with 28, then you got Detroit with 34. Detroit in the second quarter was the highest scoring quarter of the game for them, 41. To Milwaukee's highest scoring game in the quarter as well. Well, they're tied in the third quarter as well at the same score, 29. Third quarter, Detroit with the highest. No, not No, third quarter. Sorry, Detroit with 37 to like the same thing with Milwaukee. They got the highest scoring quarter in the game in the third quarter as well with 29. Then you got both teams with their lowest scoring quarter in the game in the fourth quarter, which was 25 each. No, let's go to game charts where I call it like team status. Oh yeah. As you can see in this chart, Bucks had it in the beginning, had the lead, the beginning of the quarter, and just after somewhere around this part in the first quarter, Bucks didn't lead ever since. But it looked like it was good in the beginning, but like I said, it just dropped. Which kind of sick, what kind of sucks. I wouldn't say sick, I would say suck. The biggest lead the Bucks had at that game was 5, and the biggest lead that Detroit had was 31. It tied twice. The longest run was 12, and lead changes was 3. So, of course, I wouldn't talk about rebounds that much because Detroit did out-rebound them. 46 to Milwaukee's 32. The assist, it was kind of close, but not like for the Bucks that how much I would think they should average. At least like 28, 29 assists, but they had 26, so not too bad. And Detroit had 38. Steals wise, Milwaukee 5 with Detroit 9. Detroit got better in blocks, 10 to Milwaukee's 4. And yeah, the turnovers wasn't that bad, but I think it may have something to do, their the free throw shooting, is not as great as it should be because Giannis didn't play, and he's probably the worst free throw shooter out of the team. But still, you thinking they all should have been better than that. Okay, field goal wise, Milwaukee with 42% to Detroit's 57%. 34% from 3-point shooting for the Bucks to 47% for Detroit. 79% from free throw to 90% from Detroit. That's saying something. Points in the paint, of course, Detroit dominated 66 to 34. Bucks was in there with second chance points with 24 to 16. And I don't think there's no need to talk about fast break points. You have Milwaukee with 2 points, and you have Detroit with 32. For a young team, you thinking that, but then again, it's hard for them to try to take care of the ball. And the defense has said it's just, it's just like horrible. Okay, so we're going to talk about Milwaukee first. When we go to player status, Ousmane Dieng, you have 17 points, 3 turnovers. And I think he had the most turnovers out of the entire team. Like I said, he really got to get better with taking care of the ball. But anyways, like I said, 17 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. 1 or 2 from the free throw, 4 or 8 from 3, not too bad. 6 or 13 from the field, which is not too bad either. Taurean Prince with 50 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 5 or 8 from the 3, and 5 or 10 from the field. Jericho Sims, like I said, his first triple-double in his career, and first triple-double as a Buck. 11 points, only 2 turnovers, 2 steals, which is not bad. 10 assists and 11 rebounds with 6 offensive rebounds. That's just sad, he's like one of the only like good rebounders on our team that can get like a lot of offensive rebounds. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Anyways, he had 5 or 8 from the free throw, 3 or 6 from the field. AJ Green had an okay game. Had 13 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, with that one offensive rebound, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 4 of 8 from 3, and 4 of 9 from the field. Ryan Rollins didn't have like a good scoring game, but he did lead the team with 23 points. Let's see. Yeah, he's kind of bad in turnovers too with 3, so it's just kind of crazy. 1 block, 2 steals, 6 assists, 2 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw, 1 of 6 from 3, which is kind of horrible, and 8 of 19 from the field, which is not that great either. Let's see. I guess we can talk about the bench. They didn't start Pete Nance, so that's just kind of weird. But Gary Trent Jr. I think this was the game he did get injured. 7 points, 1 assist, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 0 of 8 from 3, and 3 of 12 from the field. Matt Ryan, they really gotta get this guy like a contract for next season, like an actual contract, not the 2-way. Because the way he played these in the month of April and all that, ever since they had him play, he's been great. But anyways, he had 16 points, 1 block, 1 of 1 from the free throw, 3 of 6 from 3, and 6 of 9 from the field. Well, if people didn't pay attention to him, like he was doing great in the summer league, but they did sign him to like a G League contract, so he's with the G League. And after all that, I guess they saw what they liked. When they put up Pete Nance in the main roster instead of the 2-way, they signed Matt Ryan. And yeah, he's been good for them ever since. Let's see who else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For that in Detroit. Oh wow, their starting 5 have at least 10 points or more. Well, how good they are is not that much of a surprise. Got Usher Thompson with 10 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, with 1 offensive rebound. Oh, excuse me. 2 from the free throw, 0 1 from 3, but 4 6 from the field. Former Buck Tobias Harris, 10 points. Yeah, a lot of people are reporting it now, and they're just really just talking about it. So we will, talk about that after we're done talk about these 3 games. So, like I said, Tobias Harris with 10 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 5 rebounds with 3 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 3 from 3, and 3 of 8 from the field. Jalen Duren with oh wow, okay, he led the team with 21 points. So I'll take it that okay, Ryan Rollins had the game high. Okay. So anyways, Jalen Duren with 21 points, 1 block, 3 assists, 9 rebounds, so near double-double with 6 offensive rebounds. And y'all probably saw me give y'all that look because you can't let players that can get like a bunch of offensive rebounds, you know what I mean? That's just something. 5 of 7 from the free throw, 8 of 9 from the field. Duncan Robinson was like a good steal for Detroit. Anyways, 20 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 4 of 8 from 3, and 8 of 13 from the field. Cape Cunningham, I guess Ryan Rollins may have had him on lock today. That game, because you're thinking he will score more than that. But anyways, he had 13 points, 1 block, 1 steal, but they had 10 assists, so double-double for him. 5 rebounds, 1 of 2 from 3, and 6 of 11 from the field. Yeah, you had a lot of people that scored a lot on the bench. So the bench really, I might say Detroit's bench really, teared it up. Dennis Jenkins, 9 points. Let's see, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 of 6 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 6 from the field. Caris LeVert with 7 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 2 from 3, and 2 of 4 from the field. Rodney Holland led the bench with 18 points. He did foul out. Okay. One block, two steals, two assists, three rebounds with one offensive rebound, 3 of 3 from the free throw, 3 of 4 from three, and 6 of 10 from the field. Isaiah Stewart, probably Milwaukee's most hated for the incident that happened in Milwaukee. If y'all don't know, go ahead and look it up. It was the last game that the Bucks had played against them in Milwaukee. So look for that up, and it probably was last month. Anyways, he had 8 points, one rebound. This was a shock. Oh, he only played like 10 minutes. That's crazy. 2 from the free throw, but 3 from the field. Javonte Green, 8 points, one block, one steal, 5 rebounds, one offensive rebounds, 3 from the free throw, 1 of 2 from three, and 2 of 4 from the field. And then, last but not least, a player that the Bucks should have got, but let it slip away. Paul Reed, 10 points. I believe that's one block, one assist. I think is that one assist? Yeah, one assist. Yeah, one assist. 3 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 3 from the free throw, and 4 of 4 from the field. So final score for that one: 111 Milwaukee, 137 Detroit. And I think Detroit probably did win the season series against the Bucks. I think Bucks only won like one game, I believe. I could be wrong. Okay, so let's go back to the games and Bucks, and let's go to Friday's game, which were they play against Brooklyn, which they did lose to Brooklyn on Tuesday. So go figure, right? As you can see, Tuesday, they lost to Brooklyn 90-96, and I think I talked about that game last time, so probably did. But anyways, let's go to this game, which they won their final home game of the season, which something was good about it. Like I said, I was hoping they would at least be like even up when it comes when they play at home. Like the standards of it, I thought they'll be like, maybe 21-21 or whatever the case may be. But it was wire to wire, and they had Miles Turner play, and I'm still surprised they didn't play him that much again, because he did have a lot of blocks in that game. I think he had like 3 or 4, I believe. So that's just Doc Rivers don't know how to use Miles Turner. So. And I know people were saying, Miles Turner sucks and all that stuff. That's not the case. It's just Doc Rivers didn't know how to use them.
That's why a lot of players suck.
Because
it's not. It has nothing to do with their skills. But if you put them in the wrong position, they suck.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't put a kicker as a quarterback.
Right.
And the same goes in basketball. You've got to have them in the right place.
Right, exactly. Giving like more minutes to play too, so it's just like an ongoing thing when it came to Doc Rivers coaching Miles Turner. Like, he don't get enough minutes, like, because he could be a difference maker. So hopefully whoever's the coach is this off season, and go from there, and hopefully they can do better. So let's go to the quarter stats. The highest that the Bucks has scored in the quarter in this game, 38 to Brooklyn, tied with the lowest scoring quarter in the game, 24. Then you got 28 Milwaukee in second quarter. Brooklyn tied, of course, their highest scoring quarter in the game, second quarter, 30. And the same thing with the third quarter for Brooklyn, 30 to Milwaukee's 33. And of course, Brooklyn, tied for the lowest from the first quarter for the lowest scoring quarter in the game, 24. And same thing with Milwaukee, like the lowest scoring quarter in the game, 26. So not too bad. Okay, they just talk about a little bit more about Giannis on here. So he's eligible in October to sign a 4-year, $275 million extension in October. So the saying is like with the owners, they like either sign the extension or they're just going to trade them. Which I hope that does not happen because people don't want to admit it, but he in the way does put bust to seats. But let's go to game charts, which would be team status.
Hey, I feel seats at the Pfizer Forum just with my ass, not by my presence.
You're crazy. As you see, Milwaukee led this whole game the whole time. They probably look like they only tied it at one point, but it was all Milwaukee on that game. Let's see. Like I said, Brooklyn never led the game, and the largest lead that the Bucks had was 23. Only one time it was tied. Longest run was 12, and no lead changes from that. Let's see. Better rebounding than they did against Brooklyn. 44-37. Way better assists. So yeah, that says a lot. But then again, we'll talk about a lot of the scoring that happened in this game too today. So 36 assists to Brooklyn's 28, which both teams very good assist wise. Steals, you think is a little bit better, but they didn't have Kevin Porter Jr. because he probably would have had like more steals than that. So Milwaukee 5, Brooklyn 7. Blocks, like I said, Miles Turner with the big blocks. They had 7 to 2 blocks. Still the turnovers, like half the time you think like, how can the Bucks win games like that and they got like all these turnovers? It still just amazes me from time to time. So 17 to Brooklyn 7. Field goal wise, they did great. With 56% to Brooklyn's 45%, which is still not bad for Brooklyn. Both teams did very good in 3-point shooting. 50% for Milwaukee and 40% for Brooklyn. And yeah, free throw shooting. Yeah, that's something they all got to work on the off season. Brooklyn had 88% from the free throw, and Bucks with 69% from the free throw. Not great. Points in the paint. Milwaukee was better, of course, 38-30. Then second chance points. Brooklyn 18, Milwaukee 11, and Milwaukee was up on fast break points 23-13. So let's go to quarter status. I mean, not quarter status, but player status. So let's do that. Hey George, AEW no, because the one feed that I gave you to watch, I can't even watch it on this laptop anymore because I guess it just doesn't work for this laptop. So what more can I do, right? So I'm probably just gonna just like watching highlights and stuff like that until I decided like to order the next pay-per-view if I wanted to. So that's just wait and see. Anyways, let's start with Brooklyn first. But I did tell somebody on here, if the matches that happened, did it have like the results, like people can post them on there, so I can know like what's going on. So if there's like a result of some match, George, you can just post them up there just to let me know. And same thing for you guys too that's watching. Any results that happened during AEW Dynasty, just post them on here and let me know. Because there's probably be some people that want to know as well. Well, she don't, but okay. Let's see. We got.
It really is sad that my love for wrestling diminished because of local fed.
Yeah.
It really is.
No, yeah, I get it.
But referring to me as a liar about my dead son, also saying that I killed my dead son, and dragging my name through the mud because I didn't invite them to my son's funeral. tells me a lot.
Right.
And that just completely put me off local wrestling.
Right. You know, she still watches, you know, like wrestling with WWE and stuff with me. So.
It's just, I will never go to a local wrestling show again. Never. And it was the other bit that got me is that there were so many people, and I'll throw his name right under the bus, headed by fucking Eric.
Oh, okay.
Who were telling me, you need to listen to so-and-so because they know what they're talking about and they're a good person. And if you think about it, there must have been something that you did for the reason why your son died. No, you ugly fat fuck. There was nothing I did that caused my son to die.
Right.
And those who followed him mindlessly, and it took a lot to forgive Roosevelt. It took a hell of a lot to forgive him. And me and him had a long chat over it. But it tarnished local wrestling because when I look at it, all I see are a bunch of backstabbing pieces of shit, to be honest with you. Sorry. I feel bad.
There you go. George agreed with you. Eric sucks.
Eric is a backstabbing bitch, to be perfectly honest with you. He said he was going to sponsor a set of memory bags to help get his business some, you know, spotlight and thing. All he had to do was buy 2 packs of pens from the dollar store. This was back when the dollar store was still $1.
Right.
2 packs of pens. He bitched and complained about doing it. Then bitched and complained because I didn't tell people that he sponsored. I said, I'm waiting for the pens. He's like, oh, so you're going to clown me like that over $2? I said, you're the broke motherfucker who can't give me $2 for pens. Like, dude.
Wait a minute. I think George said something. I think he said Eric got STDs in Vegas.
Eric is an STD.
That's funny. Live is a bit okay. I think for what you just said, like all that stuff.
Did I get you banned?
No, it's just a restrict. They just letting people know that it's, you know.
I got you restricted for a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah, on TikTok.
My bad. It's because I was cussing.
Yeah. See, 2 restrictions.
Language?
Okay, violation warning. Your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeat violations could result in your live being disconnected. I think we're done talking about
I apologize for that. That was not my intent. I was just feeling some kind of way. But we're good now.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, you know, people have to rant and rave, and it just sucks that, you know, you have to censor some things.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Right, exactly. So, anyways, moving on. So, I think the Nets end up playing only 7 players. So that's crazy. So let's see. 2 of them were coach decisions, and rest of them were like injury wise. So, you know, that's kind of.
So was that officially the last game of the season for the Bucks tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're done. Everybody's done.
Okay.
So all they got now is the play-in tournament that they're gonna do for the next 3 days. Then next Saturday the playoffs start. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll talk to you later. Let me know what happened on AEW Dynasty. But anyways, let's see. Malachi Smith. Hopefully I got his first name right. Let's see. For Brooklyn, he had 19 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, so near triple-double with 2 offensive rebounds. 5 of 7 from 3 and 7 of 11 from the field. EJ Liddell, you got 13 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 6 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 2-2 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the field. Travis Scott with 11 points. What's that? 1 steal, 2 assists, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. 2 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4 of 11 from the field. Ben Sarif with 15 points. Let's see, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 9 from the three, and 6 of 15 from the field. And Tyson Elite, sorry if I got his name wrong, but he had. Let me see if I'm looking at this right. Okay, so he led the team with 23 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw, 6 of 12 from three, and 6 of 12 from the field. And I guess you can talk about the other two players that they played like from the bench. So I know these guys must have to be tired because it seemed like let's see, 1, 2, 3 of them looked like they played almost the entire game. So that's stamina for you. All right, Nola Trail. Sorry if I got his last name wrong. 14 points, 1 block, 3 steals, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 1 of 9 from three, and 5 of 14 from the field. Then you got Jalen Wilson with 13 points. Let's see, 1 steal, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. So, close to a triple double for him as well. 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 1 from three, and 5 of 9 from the field. So, yeah, you have a good night too. Let's see now. I'll go to the Bucks. We'll talk about the one most important player at this game in a bit because I was there and. Yeah, let's just say he had a record. So, and we'll talk about his other record too on the next game as well. But Taurean Prince, you have 18 points. Crazy enough, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 5 assists, 10 rebounds, so double. 6 of 11 from the three and 6 of 13 from the field. Ousmane Dieng didn't have a good shooting night. 12 points. 4 turnovers. Like I said, he really got to take care of the ball. Probably one of the things he's going to need to learn next season. 12 assists, so he did have a double-double. 6 rebounds, kind of close to a triple-double as well. So 2 of 4 from the free throw, 0 of 4 from three, and 5 of 12 from the field. Miles Turner, like I said, they're not giving him enough minutes, so what more can we do, right? Anyways, 13 points and highest out of everybody, 5 blocks. Like I said, I don't get Doc when he's not like using Miles Turner as much as he should.
Ain't gonna be an issue.
Right, it ain't. 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 0 of 1 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from three, but 6 of 11 from the field because he's been doing more in the paint at this game, which we kind of wanted. And maybe kind of calm down a little bit of the threes. Don't mind him taking them, but the threes that he took at that game, they was all contestant. So, I'm not trying to tell them like to take like contestant shots, but it's one too many. So that's just my point on that. Cormac Ryan with the career high 28 points, but crazy enough, 3 turnovers. 1 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw. 5 of 9 from three, which is good, and 10 of 17 from the field. So yeah, he was doing his thing. And AJ Green scored the most threes in the game for a franchise. So up there better than he passed Ray Allen, he passed Damian Lillard. So yeah, it was that big. So anyways, he had a game high and he also had a career high of 35 points, 2 steals, not too bad. Didn't have any turnovers, so which is great. 4 assists, so he's starting to get more better as a passer. So that's just something good.
Something that summer will help.
Oh yeah. So like I said, he's getting more. AJ Green's getting a bit more better than taking care of the ball. So that's great. 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw. 11 of 16 from 3. So that's not a bad average with 69% from 3 shooting at that game. Like with Cormac Ryan, 56% from 3-point shooting. That's very good. And 11 of 18 from the field for AJ Green. And oh yeah, he almost played majority of the game. Yikes. Okay, so Jericho Sims, 11 points. Uh, sorry. So, coming off his triple double, he had. Sorry. Okay, didn't want to lose that. 11 points, two blocks, one steal, three assists, 10 rebounds. So double double for him with five offensive rebounds, 3-5 from the free throw, and 4-4 from the field. So not too bad. Um, yeah, I was shocked they didn't play Kyle Kuzma enough. So he did okay. But his turnovers were really bad with five turnovers. But he had 8 points, five assists, one rebound, perfect 1-1 from the free throw, 1-1 from three, and 3-4 from the field. So yeah, final score 108 to 125. Milwaukee over Brooklyn, and I think. Well, the season series overall was tied with Bucks got the advantage because since they won the last game against them, so it all works out. Um, Now we're gonna get to the last game of the season, which happened earlier today. So let's see, where is it? There we go. Let's go to the information. Oh yeah, it's just like the game was going good in the first half for the Bucks, but might as well say it was like a big second half collapse by the Bucks.
They don't do well, have they, lately in the third quarter?
Yeah, and what I heard them catching saying earlier that Sixers were the worst at scoring in the third quarter.
Not today.
Yeah, not today, not today at all. And this game was supposed to be at noon, but they pushed it to 5 because it's important for the Sixers go wherever they was going to be seated at. So that's why this game ended up being later than earlier. Let's go to the summary. We're gonna look at the Okay, George, that's fine. Um, let's see, quarter status. Let's see. You have Philly with 29. They're tied for the lowest in the quarter for the game for them. You have Milwaukee with 26. Second quarter, you got Milwaukee with the highest scoring quarter in the game for them, 36, and Philly tied with their lowest scoring quarter in the game with the first quarter, which would be 29 as well. Then you got third quarter, Milwaukee with the lowest scoring quarter in the game with 16, and Philly with the highest scoring quarter of the game with for them in 38. Crazy. Close fourth quarter, 28 Milwaukee, 30 Philadelphia. Okay, so now let's go to team status, because that's probably gonna be an important thing to talk about. Oh really? Oh wow. I gotta try to look at the highlights of that. Thanks for telling me, George. Gabrielle, it's the late D-A-L. I think you told me your name before, so welcome to the live. Um oh yeah, the knockouts title, yeah, I'm not surprised that it stayed the same. Not surprised. Um let's see, as y'all can see here in this tracker for this game, like I said, first half is like up and down. Then Bucks still had the lead in halftime. Then was okay until parts of the third quarter. It was just like all Philly from there. So yeah, it was horrible. The largest lead the Bucks had was 4. Sixers 28. 8 times it tied. Longest run was 11, and lead changes was 7. Okay. Wow, both tied in rebounds with 45 apiece. Not too bad. Guess can't complain about that. A little bit decent for both of them in assists with 28 Philly, Milwaukee 26. Steals with Milwaukee 8 to 13 Philly. Both teams tied with 2 blocks. Of course, Bucks once again with the turnovers, 17 to Philadelphia's 12. Excuse me. Decent field goal shooting, but still wasn't good enough for Milwaukee with 43% to Philadelphia's 52%. 3-point shooting, not that. Ooh, really not that great. 28% from three, which Bucks. I think they're now in the top 5 3-point field goal shootings for the season. So they got that going for them coming in the next season. But they just really got to get better and build back from that. And Philly had 39% from 3-point shooting. Free throws, still the same problem. 68% for Milwaukee, and Philly had 76%. Kind of ironic. Now thinking about it. Points to the paint, it was very close. Milwaukee with 48, Philly 54. Second chance points, Milwaukee was all over that, 17 to Philly's 9. Philly better in fast break points, 21 to Milwaukee's 12. So let's go to player status. Although all the games ain't like completely finished, as y'all can see, but yeah, all teams did play today, so that's like a common thing that they do.
Crazy NBA schedule for that.
Yeah, that all teams played it.
Yeah.
They always do that the last game of the season.
I know, but it just seems crazy, doesn't it? All those players and yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see. Starting 5, at least had 10 points or more, and Alice did play, but only for 4 minutes. So we'll talk about Alexander Kumbo in a bit. Let's see. Torian Prince.
I swear I thought you said Alice. I'm like,
no, Alex.
Alice.
Sorry about that. Torian Prince with 14 points, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, perfect 1-1 from the free throw, 3 of 10 from 3, and 5 of 14 from the field. Ooh, not one of his good games. Uzma Dane kind of is the same thing, but like I said, crazy with the turnovers, trying to take it in when it comes to 1-on-3. So that's one of the things you got to learn. He just got to know his offensive awareness, look around, see around, what's around him that's open. If you got 3 people gaining it up on you, you got to pass the ball. Regardless, doesn't matter. But Uzma Dane had 11 points, 6 turnovers, 1 steal, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, so near triple-double, so I can give him that. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 0 of 6 from 3, and 4 of 12 from the field. Ouch. Jericho Sims with 15 points, only 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 assists, 7 rebounds with 5 offensive rebounds. What a good offensive rebounder. Perfect 1-1 from the free throw, and 7 to 9 from the field. Although, Conrad Ryan did score a lot, but, field goal and 3-point percentage were not as great as it was, that Friday. But, anyways, led the team with 22 points, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds or 1 offensive rebounds, 5 for 14 from 3, and 7 to 16 from the field. Sorry. 3 of 12 from, perfect 3 from the, I screwed up. Okay, so let's go back in. 22 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, so double-double. Probably the only Bucks player that had a double-double. But 3 offensive rebounds, so not too bad on that one. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 3 of 12 from 3, and 8 of 20 from the field. Yikes. Now I meant to talk about AJ Green and his numbers, so. But he did, pass the, how many 3-points to shoot in the game of the season, so he did pass Ray Allen for that, so, congrats to him. And he did, pass Ray Allen on Friday for 3 points made in a game. but also passed Ray Allen with 3-point shooting in the season.
And that says something about you as a player, because Ray Allen was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
And for you to be able to beat somebody of that caliber,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what a mission. You know, that's just great.
Exactly.
Kudos to him.
It would have been cool if Ray Allen was at the Friday
Wouldn't
game.
it?
Yeah.
You would have geeked out, we know that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Regardless, especially it was bad. How they treated Ray Allen. Towards like the end is with Milwaukee before they traded him.
Truth.
Whole
city was mad at that trade. That wasn't even just a one person. Because you could look at it and say, yeah, he'd be better off playing for this team. He'd be better off there. And it's like, you did what now? You traded Ray? Like, why?
Like, he didn't want to leave either, and
that was the thing.
Yeah.
There were plenty of players who did. Get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Just sad. It's just really sad. Anyways, Andre Jackson Jr. Yeah, they only did like a 17 rotation, 18 rotation, I should say. So they had a little bit of trouble, center wise. Anyways, Andre Jackson Jr. with 9 points, and I believe he had no turnovers. So I'm glad they had him be like the backup, ball handler. 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, not too bad. With 1 offensive rebounds, 3-8 from the free throw, something he got to work on off season. 0-2 from 3, another thing he got to work on. But 3-10 from the field. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, at least you got 2 of the brothers that play, so we'll talk about Thanasis first.
In all seriousness, I would love to see all 3 of them on the court together. Like, play for the same team, not on opposite teams. Play for the same team. Just to see all 3 of them. I mean, can you imagine what their mom would be like? Like, that's our boys.
Right. And I think, after the last few games with Alex on there,
he's been playing good those last couple of games.
Yeah, they probably gonna keep him on a 2-way contract for next season too, because I think it's like this season and next season he's on that contract. I believe.
Contract works.
Right, but anyways, Thanasis at 8 points, only 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, 2 offensive rebounds. I don't know. You just don't get Doc Rivers' mind thinking at times, and kind of the same thing with Coach Bud, and Adrian Griffin. I don't know. Just sounds
and all of them.
Yeah. Anyways, 2 of 4 from the free throw, 3 of 6 from the field. Alex Antetokounmpo with 8 points, only 1 turnover, had 2 rebounds, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 2 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 3 from the field. Okay, that gotta be saying something. If you not gonna give him like a guaranteed contract for next season, at least you have him for a 2-way for next year.
Okay, please explain, how does a 2-way work? I don't know.
Like half of the games they play in the in the NBA, then other half they play for the G League team that's run by the Bucks. Yeah.
So they basically get the experience with the G League, and then the team then's like, okay, let's see how you can transfer that over to the NBA sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of like that, but because the Bucks does run the Wisconsin Herd, so yeah, it's by that. Because I think right about now, I think almost every single team has like a G League team. Yeah. If they want to send somebody to develop themselves. So, yeah. Like I said, the future is bright for Milwaukee. Although some people probably don't believe that, but I was kind of saying that ever since last year's draft. They got a future. So although it wasn't like this year, but hopefully next year it gets a little bit better. But anyways, let's go to the 76ers. Both Paul George and Kelly Oubre Jr. both had 11 points. That's kind of unlike Paul George. I have that scoring that much. Anyways, Kelly Oubre had 3 steals, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 0 of 3 from 3, and 4 of 8 from the field. Paul George, he had 2 assists, 5 rebounds, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4 of 7 from the field. So I guess they kind of manage his minutes so he won't, get hurt because you know how Paul George is when it comes to injuries. So I can understand that. Then you got VJ Edgercombe, um, yeah, rookie, 9 points, one steal, 11 assists, so 7 rebounds. So he was close to a triple double as well. 1 of 5 from three and 4-11 from the field. Tyrese Maxey, led the team with 21 points, one steal, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, perfect 3 from the free throw, 2 of 5 from three, 8 of 13 from the field. Andre Drummond, like one of the things I'm still stunned, the Bucks tend, try to get him in the offseason. But anyways, 12 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, 12 rebounds, so double-double for him with 6 offensive rebounds. So not even surprised, with him getting the double-doubles. Not even surprised at all. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly does keep him next season, too. 2 of 3 from three, so that's what he was improving on this season, is his three-point shooting. So that's something. But also had 5 of 10 from the field, so can't complain about that. Quentin Grimes with might as well say led the bench with 20 points, 1 steal, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, perfect 2 from the free throw, 4 of 6 from three, and 7 of 13 from the field. Justin Edwards with 17 points, 4 steals, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 5 of 8 from three, and 6 of 13 from the field. Got Dominique Barlow, 7 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw, and 2 of 2 from the field. Oh wow, okay. Oh yeah, they play everybody. Even Majah Beauchamp must have played. He must have played when I was taking out the garbage. So that's crazy. Even Kyle Lowry played.
Well, they threw everybody in for.
Yeah, they threw everybody in. And of course, y'all know, Joel Embiid is injured, so don't know what's going on with the play-in and all that stuff. So we'll wait and see. Anyways, Jabari Walker with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the free throw, 1 of 1 from three, and 2 of 2 from the field. Once again, final score for the final game for both teams, and just overall 106 to 126. I think Philly won the season series 3 games to 1, I believe. I guess we can look at these other games because I know some of the playoff things were officially set. So okay, so the play-in East was already set. So let's start with what's going on right now. And as I mentioned earlier, and I was explaining to the wife, all NBA teams were playing today. So right now you got the Mavericks beating the Bulls 81 to 110. Third quarter, you got the Wolves beating the Pelicans 85 to 78. Third quarter as well. Almost the end of the third quarter, the Rockets beating the Grizzlies 98 to 69. Third quarter, as well as almost about to end, Suns and Thunder. Whoa, the Suns 102 to 77 over the Thunder. Oh wow, that's something.
There are a lot of teams who've secured their playoff place, playing their secondary teams and stuff today.
Hey, that's possible. That's possible. Okay, so Lakers and Jazz, still third quarter, 88 to 72. We kind of needed, the Jazz to. Well, we needed them to lose anyway, because I think if they end up getting, the top 4 pick, the Bucks are guaranteed to get their second round pick from them. So we'll see. It all depends, how it is end of the day today. So they probably will explain it more, on like other sports platforms. Nuggets is beating Spurs. They're in the third quarter right now. That's on ESPN, 88 to 73. Let me move the camera a little bit. Trailblazers are beating the Kings. Third quarter as well, 91 to 81. And let's see. Clippers beating the Warriors. Third quarter as well, 71 to 68. I think Stephen Curry was playing this game because I think he came back 3 games ago. Um, some of the games that ended earlier, Magic lost to the Celtics, and I know the Magic needed to win, but that did not happen, and they needed the Sixers to lose as well, so I wish that didn't happen. 108 to 113 over Celtics beat them. Hornets and Knicks. Hornets won. Wow, they beat the Knicks 110 to 96. So yeah, that's a shocker. Cavaliers beat the Wizards. Not really a shocker. 117 to 130. Of course, today's game. I don't really need to repeat the Bucks and Sixers game. Heat beat the Hawks 143 to 117. Let's see, and probably Pistons probably did beat the Pacers, so not surprised. Yep, 133 121. Raptors beat the Nets 101 to 136. So as y'all see, Tuesday's game for the play-in for the 9th and 10th seed was just like 7 to 8. I'm sorry. So Hornets must be the 7th seed and the Heat must be the 8th seed. So Heat and Hornets will go at it just to say who advanced. So the loser will get to play in the other part of the play-in tournament for the 8th seed. So this will be whoever wins, they'll get the 7th seed. Suns are the 7th seed, but we don't know who's going to be the 8th seed in the West right now. For the 9th and 10th seed, Magic and Sisters on Wednesday. All the play-in games are going to be on Prime Video. Feel sorry for some of y'all. And on Wednesday as well, Warriors and whoever will be the 10th seed. So we don't know. Then of course Friday, the final play-in for the 8th seed, and then the playoffs end up starting. Playoffs will start next Saturday. Okay, so let's look at standings. We know it's now officially, done. But, we will talk about it anyway. If it hurry up and load. Okay, just from what it looks right. Oh yeah, because the Warriors, they have no chance to try to get up past the 9th seed, so they're automatically stuck in the 10th seed. So either be Clippers or the Blazers for the Warriors will face. Same thing with the Suns, either Trailblazers or Clippers. Who knows? Like I said, the East is already set. I think the West is okay. I think. Yeah, they're set too, so yeah, I guess it just all depends on, for the play-in spots, like who's going to get the 8th seed or 9th seed. So Detroit and Boston clinched their divisions, so did Atlanta, shockingly. Of course, you got the Knicks, Cavs, Toronto. Toronto, officially clinched the 5th seed today. Because it would have been Atlanta if, they would have lost. So, and Toronto would have dropped to the 6th seed. Philly, of course, 7th seed. Orlando got the 8th seed. Then you got Charlotte and Miami in 10th. I think Chicago is still playing, and I know they're losing. So, yeah, Chicago probably ain't gonna go anywhere past the Bucks. So, even if that was the case, the Bucks did got a season advantage over Chicago, so that one wouldn't make a difference. Washington Wizards, I think they're the worst team in the NBA, and lost their last 10, including today. So. Yeah, kind of horrible. Anyways, of course, Thunder, Spurs, and Lakers clinched their divisions. Denver, Houston, and Minnesota, that's your top 6. Then Phoenix, and like I said, with Portland and the Clippers, we don't know who's going to be 8th and 9th, so we'll wait and see. And of course, the Warriors with their losing record still in the play-in. Pelicans really surprised everybody with their record, because you thinking they probably would have been like dead last, but they're not. They was right there on the outside looking in. So it's Pelicans, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Kings, and Jazz. So yeah, we really gotta hope that Jazz end up getting the top four, the top four picks, so the Bucks can easily get their second round picks. So we can only hope. So yeah, that's that. We will look at stats.
That thunder?
Oh, I thought it was that. Okay, that's yesterday's leaders. We don't need to look at that, so let's look at season leaders. Giannis probably would have been in the top 5 if he was like active, but nope. In scoring, rebounding, that's going to be an issue for us to have on next season. Hopefully, whoever be coach will take that on. Assists, needs to be a little bit better. Let's see. Blocks, I think Miles Turner would have been higher than that, but I guess he's in the top 10 in blocks. Steals, Kevin Porter Jr. would have been up there, but injuries. Let's see, field goal percentage. Giannis probably would have been up there, but injuries. Like I said, 3-pointers made. And yep, Bobby Portis is still in second in the league in 3-point percentage. So one of his best shooting 3-pointers percentage this year. Well, in his career
Did
ever.
you see this speculation about whether he's staying because he sold his house, his condo?
Yeah, he got a condo in Milwaukee, and plus his place is like in River Hills as well.
Right.
So yeah, I don't take that as anything. Maybe it's just
I take that as I've outgrown this house and I wish to buy a new one.
yeah. That's basically what it is.
We hope.
But it's like he can't like hang on to like his condo, then hold on to the house too. So I guess
donate his condo to us.
Well, probably for him, he thought it was time for him to get rid of it. That's what I'm gonna take it as he just want to get rid of it. Team wise, let's see. Yep. So 3-pointers made. The Bucks were number 4 in 3-points made. Especially that assault that I talk about that happened on Friday with the 3-point shooting. And overall, the Bucks are number 2 in 3-point percentage, right behind Denver. So they had that going on, and plus they was doing good 3-point shooting towards the end of last season. Bucks, okay, they're in third with the highest percentage field 3-point in points, so that's something that they should keep at it. Like I said, a lot of moves that they gotta make this season, so I'm probably not going to look at team stats. I'm probably going to say that to the when we talk about them in the off season and stuff like that. So we'll see. So if you look at your 3, I think that's going to be your top 3 players that's going to be like up for MVP. Luka, Shea, wouldn't mind V end up winning back-to-back, and Anthony Edwards. So that should be interesting. I do hope that at least Ryan Rollins does get most improved player of the year. So that's what we hope. So anyways, stop that. And of course, what everybody is happy about. So both Bucks and Doc Rivers, they decided, part ways. So I think it was the rumor like ESPN was pointing out there for the last few weeks. But then again, what ESPN is like, they try to over push everything. So it's kind of the same thing, but I think it's like really, really official. So yeah, like I said, he had 1 season left on his contract, and decided, just to just end it. But then again, he kind of headed it when he was talking in last week during the press conference. So yeah, probably his coaching wise, he's done. But I don't think like anything else. Like maybe they decide, what, we'll just put him like in higher management, like.
I think he, just from what he said about wanting to be around his grandkids and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling that he's going to want to be in more of a 9 to 5 position, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And as we said, that's okay. We're grandparents ourselves.
Right.
We get that.
Mm-hmm.
We've just spent the past, 4 days with our little boy here.
Mm-hmm. That is one thing. Okay, so I'm probably going to do something right quick. So this is going a little bit longer than usual, but
Your favorite bit of the movie?
Oh yeah. I'm talking to nobody at work. Nobody. That was the movie Trap. It is worth seeing, so you get a chance, watch it. I think they still got it on Netflix, do they?
I don't know.
It is either that or they have it on HBO Max. So get a chance, watch it. It's a very good movie. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. I'm so lost because normally I would have maybe probably just let me click this out and go to another feed. We will talk about Bogoljub in the bit too. So just hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Where is it? Not that one. Where is it? Yeah. They might not fully, officially, updated the trade machine and cap manager, but it seems like we're gonna have fun with this for the next 4 to 8 weeks. So, well, at least the next 4 weeks for the draft lottery until that happened. The middle of next month. Normally, they do it around Mother's Day, but I think this year they probably gonna end up doing it mid to late May. Trending players being, I don't pay attention to this because it don't always be right. Although that's just them expecting. Okay, we can't go to 26, 27 as of yet. So what we gonna do? Where is it? Where's the? Nope. Oh, okay. There's a few features I didn't even know they had. So that's something. Okay, we just gonna do something a little bit different. Let's see, team needs. So we're just gonna go to Milwaukee. So point guard and shooting guard very high that they need, and severe they need a center. I don't know why, because they got Jericho Sims and Miles Turner. So maybe they just think they need one more just to help out. But point guard wise, I can understand they very high and needed, but that's the only thing I think they probably will need. Like a good point guard that can control the tempo and don't make like massive turnovers. So that I understand. But I think shooting guard wise, they're okay. Okay, draft needs. Okay, let's look at free agency. Let's see. Oh, we already know about LeBron's situation. He's staying with the Lakers for the next year and 2 years, I believe. That man needs to retire. See, Zach LaVine has a player option. Trae Young has a player option, but I think he's going to stay with the Wizards. James Harden player option. Chris Middleton would be unrestricted free agent. And I know half y'all probably thinking like we should get Chris Middleton back. Maybe on a cheaper deal. Kristoff unrestricted. CJ McCollum unrestricted. Let's see. Draymond Green got a player option. Of course, he's probably gonna stay with the Warriors because nobody don't want him. Let's see. Probably half of these guys that I'm looking at is probably not going to go anywhere. Okay. Let's see. Team needs draft prospects. Oh yeah, let's do that. Draft prospects. So for 2026, let's see. We're just gonna look at their top 10. There's number 1, number 2. Got Cameron Boozer, number 3. Darren Pearson. Don't know. I guess he's gonna be the best guard available. AJ Dabensta. Look like he's gonna be the end up best player available. So whoever's getting number 1 probably gonna end up getting him. You never know. Things can change. So they claiming that I'm not saying they claim it, but they saying these like the top 10 players available when it comes to that draft. So they're thinking that for best available for the Bucks, number 10 will probably be Braden Burris, which will be a shooting guard. I'm sorry to say, but the Bucks don't need no shooting guard. Although it says on here that it's very high that they need it. I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, he can play point guard, so he's a combo scoring guard. His strengths: ideal scoring guard size with strength and length. Aggressive scorer who can shoot from range, which is good. Comfortable creating off the dribble, something that they need. Strong catch and shoot 3-point ability, good. Can finish through contact, okay. Competitive mentally in transition and half court, that's good. Good rebounder for a guard, nothing wrong with that. Plays with confidence and flair, okay. Capable defender with quick hands, so that's good. Comfortable in pick and roll scoring spots, so that'd be good, for the big guys, So I guess this is his weaknesses. Playmaking consistency needs growth, which is probably half of the Bucks team anyway, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Decision maker under pressure can tighten, yeah. Which will half the players in the Bucks need better decision making. Defensive discipline against elite wins, yeah, can understand that. Slight tendency to shell for jump shots early in the shot clock. His ceiling, he could be an all-star combo guard, for rotational guard. In comparison, whoa, this is something. Malcolm Brogdon, who was with the Bucks and won Rookie of the Year. So hey, that's something. Let's see, because Jazz might end up getting the 34th pick, and that may go to the Bucks. So let's see. They think that player available, number 34. Flori Banunga. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. 13 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds, 64% from the field. So, okay, so I don't get all that. 6'10", 235. So he probably won't be like the center, but they could use him as a center if they want to, or sometimes could be power forward as well. So why not? I know, guys, I really don't pay attention to college ball. I'm just looking at the stats and stuff, so just going from there. Other resource. Let's go with. I think I didn't do this one. I think I did teams. Okay. That was 5 minutes. That was 5 years ago. When's he going home?
Okay, so where's he going? Oh, we left.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. So got trade scenarios for the Bucks. Um, which I don't think they're gonna trade a lot of people. Oh yeah, that's old because trade deadlines already happened, so we're not gonna look at that. I seriously doubt it. 3-team trade. Let's see. Bucks will get Scoop Henderson, Artiz, Jemiah Grant, Chris Murray, Yang Hansen. Good backup. Kolya Vilches, and I guess that's probably from Boston somehow. 2026 Portland first round pick from Chicago. 2028 more favorable pick between Portland and Orlando. 2028 swap. Oh yeah, they'll get their 2028 draft pick back. 2029 most favorable one. Their own Portland and Boston. And 2030 swap rights back. And 2031 Portland first. Chicago will get Miles Turner. Oh, okay. This is before Vujic probably got traded from from Chicago to Boston. Oh yeah, this is very old. So oh yeah, this is very old. So yeah, half of these is not even worth looking at. So I'm just gonna go to resources, go to teams, see if there's something to look at. Okay, yeah, that's something. Draft picks. Let's see. Okay. Of course, the first round pick this year, Atlanta will receive the more favorable one. So Atlanta will have the right to swap. Let's just say the Bucks end up getting the number one pick, which is very rare, and because it's gonna go to Atlanta, and let's say Atlanta end up getting the number 4 pick, the Bucks will end up getting that 4th pick instead. Atlanta will get the first. So that's for that scenario. Because the Pelicans and the Hawks did a trade, so it ended up being that pick. So yeah. Okay, so the second round pick being Utah is protected from 31 to 55. So I think the Bucks will end up keeping that, but I thought it was something different, so I probably looked at it wrong. So yeah, they make it seem like that the Bucks will get that pick, but it'll be protected. So I don't know. Half of the times I don't never get it. Next year's they do have their own first round pick, but we'll look at that later. Of course, the Pelicans will like to switch. Milwaukee's 2020 first round pick and Atlanta will receive the less favorable one. Oh. Oh wow. Also, it's somehow the Pelicans and the Hawks end up getting 1 through 4. Wait. Okay. If this pick falls within protected range, therefore the non-common available, then the Pelicans committed to Atlanta will be lifted, and the Pelicans will instead receive both picks. Because this gotta be a swap. So Pelicans will receive a more favorable one, so it wouldn't make a difference. So then again, after that, the Pelicans will be done with the Bucks that season. Then it begins with the Bucks got to deal with Portland for the Damian Lillard trade in 2028. Portland will receive the more favorable one, so it doesn't matter. Projected for selections 15 to 30. Portland has not, conveyed a first round pick to Chicago by 2027, and Milwaukee's 2028 first round pick. Milwaukee has nothing in 2029, 2030. Portland has the rights to swap that one, so yeah. And I think 2029, Portland end up owning their draft pick anyway, so that really doesn't matter. After that, then, their own draft picks they got is 2031 and 2032. And I think it's this coming season, well, all season, they end up having a choice for their 2033 pick, I believe. I think so. So, they at least, had their 2033, first round and second round if they want to, do that. Okay, so ungrown draft picks, so this explains more. So, second round pick in 2027, Detroit has theirs with no protection. 2026, of course, second round pick is no protection as well. 2028 second round pick went to Thunder. 2029 will be Portland or Washington. And 2029 second round pick will be either Detroit or Chicago. So, of course, they did their 2030, 2031, and 2032 second round pick trade. So, wherever the case may be. But, like I said, they will end up getting, their, their 2033 picks, after this. And, yeah, look, it's horrible. Season stats. Just all horrible. Did I look at everything on here? I already looked at free agency, and I don't even think I'm going to go through all that. So, no trade proposals. We're not going to do that. Probably do that another time. But the thing I'm going to look at is do the draft lottery simulator. Because, things can hurry up and turn up in a flash. And, they're going to do something different for next year's lottery. So, I think they say all 18 teams will have a chance to move up in the lottery. So it won't be fair for the ones that, that they claim purposely tanking can guarantee get, the 1, 2, or the 3 pick or whatever the case that be. So, yeah. Seems like that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, I know they still investigating them, but I think they trying to do that because since all teams
will... a bunch of their players, didn't they?
Right. And I think they're doing that because they thinking that was an ongoing problem in the NBA for like years. So, they tried everything to try to change it. Oh, okay, Tuesday, May 13th is the draft lottery. Okay. Probably will be on ESPN, so, we will pay attention to that because the Bucks are involved. So, we're going to sim lottery, but before we do that, we're going to look at Charlotte and Miami. But then again, this hasn't been updated yet, so yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been updated, so we're just gonna do it anyway. So hopefully we'll probably do it sometime, this week and update it from there. Maybe, all the stuff will change. Never know. For you guys that's watching on Twitch, phone's about to die, so, I appreciate y'all. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do something. I think that will be okay. And let's do this. There we go.
Got a cord.
Oh, I'm good. There we go. So we should be good with guys for a bit. So that's not it. Nope. Oh crap. Okay, they did it already. So they're saying the Kings will get the first pick. Dallas will get the second pick. And I know people really like you again. Utah the third pick. Chicago fourth pick. Washington fifth. The Clippers from Indiana sixth. Brooklyn seventh. Memphis 8th, Atlanta ninth, and Milwaukee 10th.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring, from 10 to 14, they always end up just staying in the same position, but we know next season that would change. Okay, so, hey, if y'all want to comment below who y'all think will, the Bucks will get in the draft, like I said, I was thinking they was gonna get a center, but then again, like I said, they got Bogoljub Markovich. That's still they didn't sign him or anything, but they do have the rights to him. So maybe they'll see how he does in the summer league, and maybe they'll sign him to a contract. You never know. But yeah, like I said, the guy has been tearing it up in the EuroLeague. And this was the game that happened earlier this week that he had 30 points and 10 rebounds and 3 assists. So, and I think their season is probably over with, I believe. Like I said, they finally fixed up everything else. Of course, like I said, he's 6'11". I don't know why they at the time had him at 6'9". But, okay, let's look at his season stats. Of course, like I said, his season status this year is not as great as it was last year. Let's see. Yeah, he only played 14 games this year. 17 points a game. Scoring is up a little bit high, so that's something. Blocks is almost 1 block a game. Steals almost a steal a game. Assists, 2 assists a game. Rebounding wise, not nearly 9 rebounds a game. 85% from the free throw, which is always great. Let's see. Like I said, 85% from free throw, and from 2 points percentage, or might say field goal percentage, and might say that's 59%. 3-point shooting, probably not as best as it was last year. 32% from 3. Okay, field goal wise, overall, that was a 2-point percentage is nearly 60%. So field goal overall is 51%. So let's see. Overall, the 4 years that he was in the ABA, 14 points per game, nearly 1 block a game, nearly 1 steal a game, 2 assists, nearly 7 rebounds, nearly 80% from the free throw, 2-point shooting, 61. Let's see, 3-point percentage, 35%, and field goal wise, 53%. So, like I said, we will see how he does in the summer league, because I got a feeling they will play him in the summer league. We'll go from there. So, we're going to keep an eye on that as well. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be an interesting off season. And, with Doc Rivers, Bucks and Doc Rivers splitting on ways. So, it's going to be interesting to see, which coach, maybe they'll give the keys to Darvin Ham and, maybe reconstruct the assistant coaching staff. Like I said, Greg Buckner got to go because he's not a good defensive coordinator, as they will call it. So, be happy to see him go. But otherwise, any other assistant coaching staff, I don't mind if they keep him. But I know if Darvin Ham end up being the head coach, they probably will end up having somebody else as the head assistant coach. So maybe Darvin Ham will choose somebody. You never know. Could be somebody out of the ordinary. Well, I'm sorry guys, I'm just so pumped for this all season, and it's just a wait and see.
Well, you looking at my ass?
Yes. Yes, I am. Well, anyways, guys, we're gonna end it
Too
from here.
old for you to be perving.
So, we're together, ain't we?
I wish somebody's that's potential.
Oh, you don't like them young anymore?
I love him, yeah.
But anyway, guys, for ones who stayed on here to watch, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
For those of you who watch my husband perv over my ass, thank you very much.
But anyways, I should have mentioned something earlier for you guys on TikTok, but we didn't get to 500 likes. I should have mentioned it earlier, so I apologize. And you know, it's been like almost 2 hours we've been on here, so I apologize. Maybe I'll do it next time. So, when the point we get to 500 likes on my personal TikTok page, we will do a giveaway. So, you know, hopefully, yay. Check my videos out and go live. Anyways, I know there's one more video that I gotta do. That's a review of Super Mario Galaxy. I didn't get the chance to talk about that, so I will do that tonight. So that'll be up at least before midnight. Okay, so the Bulls did lose, 128 to 149. So most likely they'll end up with the ninth pick, or some crazy shenanigans. They probably be more up there. You never know. Anyways. You know, you guys on YouTube, y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, and try and get 1,000 subscribers. When we get up there at some point, we will do some giveaways. Also, guys watching on Facebook Live, you know, spread the word. Let people know, you know, we do live videos and stuff like that. We might do a watch party tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. You never know. Just something to think about. I'll probably let y'all know probably the last minute if I'm gonna do like because I know it's the Raw go home show before WrestleMania, so you know, might do that. Who knows? Let's see. Check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Upcoming wrestling events. It kind of sucks. I haven't been to any since March. Yeah. I think March was the last time I went to like a wrestling show. So, and I think I'm probably not going to nowhere in April because I have no way to get there. But anywho, anyways, check that out. Photos we took, you know, either Bucks players or wrestlers, and videos like yeah,
sorry,
videos like this as well. Also, you know, thank our sponsors, Midway Wrestling Collectibles, and also we can thank Gray Scott Sports Cards as well. And plus, we're a proud sponsor of Maddie's Mary, so we help with pregnancy and infant loss. So if you want like resources and stuff, you can go to Yep, was it Maddie's Mary Pregnancy and Infant Loss Network?
You can go to maddysmary.org or go to the Pregnancy and Infant Loss Network.
There you go. And plus, with the website, they do have a QR code, so if you want to donate to help with the cause.
Not just a QR code. We got a direct link. Just click that button and go on over.
Oh, okay. It's a direct link. So, there you go. So, just donate what you can. And
come on, guys. It's tax season. You know you love me.
Yeah, she ain't lying. Well, it is about to be in tax season. I think tomorrow is the last day for taxes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Also, make sure if you're in Wisconsin, that your energy bills are up to date.
Oh yeah, because
the cutoff starts next week.
Well, like Tuesday or something like
Tuesday.
that. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, guys, we're also a proud sponsor of Phoenix Pro Wrestling. They have a show April 25th, so you get a chance. You're in Holbrook, Wisconsin. Check it out. Hey, tickets are cheap. Go see the show. But yeah, other than that, you guys, thanks for watching. Man up, woman up, face up.
Don't be a fuck up.
And check on your mental health, because it's really important. You guys check on your mental health. Yes. So anyways, once again, until the next video, you guys have a good one. See you later. Y'all have a good night. If you're watching live, or if you're watching pre-recorded, good night, good day, wherever the time it is. And see you guys later. So let me just end this one. So peace.